I don't even exactly know how to start this video. When Star Wars was purchased by Disney in 2012, a lot of people were skeptical about what they were gonna do. And then after Solo, or just before Solo, the idea for a Boba Fett movie and an Obi Wan Kenobi movie were everywhere. You know, people were going, "Oh, I would love to see both of those things." And then, when The Mandalorian was a huge success, Disney decided to turn a lot of their movie projects, their movie ideas, into TV shows. And starting with the Book of Boba Fett, I thought it was okay. You know, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. It could have been better, but it was okay. It was watchable. The best part of it was definitely The Mandalorian and Grogu, which was kind of weird, figuring it was called the Book of Boba Fett, but whatever. It was okay, I moved on. I was excited for the Halo show, but worried, and then that flopped, as a lot of you know. I thought it was awful, and a lot of Halo fans, including myself, think it was terrible. And I think it left a huge bad taste in my mouth. And then going into this Obi Wan Kenobi show, I was a little skeptical at first. I didn't think it was going. I didn't know exactly how to feel about it, you know, when it initially came out, and a lot of the reviews were mixed. And I thought it was okay. And here we are. Today is June 22nd of 2022, and the final episode released this morning. And I, along with a Star Wars fan, it was bad. The lightsaber fight in the final episode was really clunky. You know, it doesn't make sense that the bestest ever Reva was alive, because, you know, getting stabbed by a lightsaber, tis just a flesh wound. That's stupid. And just overall, stupid. You know, and I could go on in a really long rant, but there are better YouTubers out there, there are people who are better at illustrating their points and points about the show better than I. You know, so it's not even worth my time. You know, that's the worst part. The show's not even worth my time. And I'm going to summarize my thoughts on the Obi-Wan show with a quote from the Critical Drinker. It was unwanted, and it was unnecessary, and didn't need to be told. You know, and with all the waves of new Star Wars and Marvel content, I hate to use another Critical Drinker quote, but he's right about this. It's like a World War I general. Just send as many troops as you can until you overwhelm them, you know? And it's just, I don't care anymore, you know? And with the recent things on the Star Wars Twitter and just Hollywood in general, you know, I don't care anymore. You know, and it breaks my heart, because I remember when, back in 2012, I was ecstatic for Star Wars, you know? And I remember leading up to The Force Awakens being so excited. And coming out of the theater, so excited for the next one. And here we are. I don't know who's in control in Hollywood right now. I don't know exactly what their motives are, but for the past couple years, it's been mostly crap. You know, it's most of the content that Disney in particular has been putting out has been pretty crappy, you know? the best thing that Disney's put out that the majority of Star Wars fans can agree was good was The Mandalorian, you know? And that's been it, you know? Especially from my point of view, you know? It's Force Awakens. No, we can even go before that. Star Wars Rebels. Awful. I did not like it. I thought it was cartoony in some areas and not adult enough in others. Nowhere near the quality of Clone Wars. It's not even worth watching, in my opinion. Star Wars The Force Awakens. It is a carbon copy of A New Hope, but worse. You know, it's almost an insult to call it a copy of A New Hope, because if it was a direct copy, it'd actually be a good film. But it's not, you know. It's just kind of mediocre. Rogue One. I think Rogue One is a good, okay movie. You know, it's popcorn entertainment. It's not going to win an Academy Award, you know, and I have my own issues with it. I don't know who the idiot in charge of the storytelling was who decided they needed to throw in a giant octopus tentacle monster in there. That was just unbelievably stupid. But the X-Wing fight is, to me, one of the best in the whole series, you know? I mean, it's Star Wars, you know? I really wish there was like a 2-hour space battle. That would be awesome. Like seeing Luke Skywalker and R2-D2, and Luke Skywalker in his prime with his Rogue Squadron, man, that would be awesome. But anyways. The Last Jedi. Complete and utter garbage. Not even worth talking about. Solo, that was okay, you know. Rise of Skywalker, You know, I think by then, not that many people really cared. And then right before that, The Mandalorian, which I think is awesome. I love The Mandalorian, so good. And then you have the final season of Clone Wars, which that was really good. You know, there were some parts that kind of sucked, but for the most part, it was really good, especially the last couple episodes. And then we go into the Bad Batch. Yeah, which that was good. I liked it, you know, but it didn't really stick with me all that much. And then you have the Book of Boba Fett, which was okay, you know. Then we have the most recent Obi Wan Kenobi, and that was bad. That was just disappointing. You know, that's kind of how I feel about the whole Star Wars sequel. And that's kind of how I feel about Star Wars Disney in general. You know, it's just disappointing. You know, I mean, even in theme parks, you know, the build your own droid is something I really, really want to do. The Flight of the Millennium Falcon is obviously something I also want to do, but the rest of it, just the theme park itself, just kind of disappointing in some ways, you know. And a lot of people say that, and I think a lot of it has to do with the characters, you know. Like, a lot of people, including myself, we don't like Rey, we don't like Kylo Ren, we don't like the First Order. And they just keep using the characters that we don't really care about. And now it's even more awkward because Kylo Ren is dead and Rey is, well, Rey. You know, and it's just so disappointing. And I don't know exactly what to really say. So I'm gonna kind of just finish this with Disney, Lucasfilm, if you guys by any chance are listening to this, what happened? What happened to good old Star Wars? And it's not because I've gotten older. You know, that was a fear of mine originally. But I've sat down and, in a way, I've come home when I saw the theatrical version of Star Wars A New Hope. I came home. It was amazing. It was breathtaking. It was a film that I know I've seen a billion times, but it still kicks ass. It's a masterpiece, in my opinion. Every use of the word masterpiece. And along with Empire Strikes Back, even Return of the Jedi, even though it's not as good as the other two, I still think it's really good. You know, That is what I love, you know. And even though I don't really love the prequel films, Clone Wars was amazing. You know, even both Clone Wars, the original 2003 version and the CGA 2008 version, I think are both awesome. You know. And The Mandalorian, you know, why doesn't Disney just make more stuff like The Mandalorian? Because that was really awesome. You know? Like, and even Star Wars Visions, holy smokes, I almost forgot about Star Wars Visions. Star Wars Visions was kick-ass, that was awesome. But, the things that I think worked the most when it comes to Disney Star Wars is doing something new, using new characters in a new storyline. You know, that's why I think The Mandalorian and Star Wars Visions was such a success. You know, and even The Bad Batch to a certain extent. You know, it's new characters we haven't really seen before and going on their own adventure separate from the main story. You know? And I want good old-fashioned Star Wars back, you know? I really do. You know, I really want to get excited for these new Star Wars projects, but there are so many, it'd take forever to watch them all. And and the quality of the shows and Disney in general just gone down and down. You know, it's not getting better. You know, visually it looks nice, but once you get past that, it's just mediocre, you know? And I really do wish I had more to say other than I'm disappointed, but that's all I have to say. The Disney Star Wars, as it is just a disappointment. You know, that's what it is. So, what I'm basically saying, everybody, is I'm very excited for Goblin Slayer Season 2. It's on its way, and I cannot wait for it to come out, man. The Japanese, man, I don't know exactly what they do, but 99% of what Japan makes is, like, really kick-ass. You know? And Hollywood needs to turn to Japan to see what works in Japan. Get rid of the identity politics. Get rid of all the BS. Get rid of your political writers. Get rid of them all. Let's make this entertainment again. Make Star Wars great again. Make Hollywood great again. Like, entertain me. I want to be entertained. And Hollywood just isn't doing it. And I think there will be a shift. I really do. I really think there'll be a shift in entertainment. Because I feel like enough people are saying enough is enough. With Lightyear bombing, with Disney stock price going down, with fans outraged at this crap, I think you're going to see a shift. And we're going to see a lot more stuff like Maverick than, well, any of the rest of the crap out there. I'm gonna leave you guys with one last piece of hope. Hope is like doom. It burns eternal. And hopefully there'll be a new hope one day. Anyways, guys, this is R264. I have spoken. Peace! And have a great day.